Hello fellow survivors, and welcome back to OuterMisery. We're here in the raging loud blizzard that I can barely talk over, and we're still in Marsh Ridge Valley, but our health is almost at full health, which is great. It's dawn, doesn't look like it, but we gotta get a move on. But now though, I think it's time to outlast this blizzard. We can't go out in it at all. So I think I'm gonna stay here for the time being. And once the blizzard ends, we'll get going, and that's all we can really do, because from here there's not much shelter. There is a bear cave, which I'm not going to go to. There is another cave in the river we went to earlier. We're not going to last very long in the blizzard. We're going to take too much cold damage, so we kind of have to wait this out. So that's what we're going to do. If it takes cold, it'll take cold. So yeah. I think the first thing to do is just literally sleep an hour, go from there. And let's see what happens. Blizzards should last a minimum of 2, I think it's 3 hours usually. But, how much conditions? There's not much we can really do here. Let's do some miscellaneous stuff, like we can refuel this thing. We could do one thing we did earlier, which is try to... I hate using coal for this, but I might try one more time to repair this thing. But if it doesn't work, then that's it. Let's try. Huzzah, we managed. Went up a degree as well. It cost a lot of cloth because we failed that twice. It took us 6 cloth to repair it, but now we're a little bit warmer. 12 degrees. We also have a rabbit hat, you know. This tool too. If I had more cloth, I would repair more of this, but yeah, eventually it's gonna let go. So blizzard ended, but it's probably gonna be very cold out here, I'm gonna guess. In shelter it's minus 32. What about outside of shelter? It's not in shelter, is it? Is it? Okay. That's 38. That's not that bad. I think we'll put some teas to warm up. It's better to go out in the late afternoon, but we don't really have much choice here, so... I drank a coffee, which was pointless, but well. There we are. Let's just do this, let's reset all that. I don't know if there's anything more to make, I don't think so. Actually there is, we can have the mushrooms. Make those. And let's pick up this stuff we left to cure here. Is there something? We're gonna make our way back to Bleak Inlet, not Bleak Inlet, but Forlorn Muskeg now. And I think we'll take the path through Milton Basin because there's birch tea there. Now we have almost full health now, which is great. But eventually we are going to get that affliction that slows down health regeneration, where you cure very little sleeping and almost nothing in the daytime. I can't remember if that's even turned off. So you heal very, very slowly once that affliction hits. So we don't want to do that. Let's grab a good torch. That's a good torch. Okay, these are not quite ready, so let's take them now. Okay, that wasn't ready. Now it's ready. Take these. Let's go. So it's going to be cold. Well, not that heavy, which is good. It could have actually been even less heavy because I could have eaten and drunk some, but that's okay. We're probably going to drink 1 tea here, I think, to maintain our warmth a little bit more. Minus 31, yeah. I think that's what we're going to do. I'm going to drink that in just a minute, and we're going to go as far as we can. I basically want to get out of here, ideally without using too many teas. Let's see, there we are, warm. That's it. Now we're nearly full warmth. We're also not draining as much, and then here there's some more cattails, some more reishi teas. I will drink more teas if I have to. Because we are traveling quite far, but I would like to keep them for more serious circumstances, because I could always instead make a hello. I could make a fire. I have quite a lot of coal, I probably will find a bit more coal in Forlorn Muskeg, so I think we are good there. I'm not going to grab this maple. I am going to grab all these cattails. Basically surviving on cattails. What a diet. Might drink one more tea when I'm a little bit lower in warmth. Go from there. If I did find a deer carcass, it'd be even better. Okay, there should be a few more cattails up ahead. There's a wolf over there. This used to be a bear spawn, but I think they may have moved that from this cave. Could be wrong about that. Let's drink one more tea. Rosehip tea, why not? There we are. And I think that's probably it. Hey, there's the episode 5 tree, the birch tree. That's the bear cave right there. No bone. Yeah, there are bones in it, so there's still an act. Is that a fish? Anyway, let's grab some more of this. Need to go summit at some point too. Summit is outdoors. Okay, need to. I probably will make a fire in just a minute. Not worried about this wolf. He's over there. There he is, yeah. I want to grab as many of these as I can. There he goes. Go away. Wind is picking up a bit. So we have to be a bit careful. This torch could blow out. I could use I hate being cold because it really some more sticks, but I'm just carrying too much stuff. I'm a bit worried that this wind is going to pick up. I might make a fire right here behind this stone here. Actually, it's blowing that way, isn't it? I think it is. So let's make a fire like right here before we take too much cold damage.
Freezing.
Put a couple of coal on there. Warm up a bit. I'm nearly full health, so I can afford to use my health as a resource to travel a bit further. But the problem is that then I have to, you know, do that again. Hey, fire starting level 3. That's great. That means I can drop all of my tinder. Hooray! We don't need that anymore. Nice. That's good. Let's also harvest the like worst torch, which is this one I'm wearing now. Holding. Now we're warming up. Did that blow out? It's a gust of wind, but I don't think it's actually that windy. I think it was a gust of wind, yeah. Oh wow, really? That way, okay, it's blowing that way. Oops. Let's make another one then. Over here, like right. Going this way, so like right here I guess would be good. Too windy there, really? The wind can't decide where to go. It's blowing that way though, so how's that possible? But that's not on cover. Try that again. Right there, yeah, exactly, right there. That should be in cover. I don't know why it wouldn't be.
Come on, little fire.
This is one of those conditions where the wind actually isn't strong enough to blow out the fire. Oh. But there's these gusts of wind. That blows out the fire. And they're there. I'm just, don't mind me, I'm just making coffee. So, a beautiful day. You do your thing. Okay, this is still warm, is it? And marginally so. I could grab the rabbits, but let's wait a little bit. Let's warm up first. Okay, what can I do here? I can prepare the roll tips. There we are, much better. Okay, let's grab these cattails now. And let's eat them as well.
Gotta warm up somehow.
I'm not sure I want to grab these rabbits. I could. I don't know, because there's a wolf and a bear like right there. I missed anyway. I was rushing it a little bit. I think just leave him. Let's make the rose hips. I think that's it, yeah.
Lay down for a bit.
I don't think I have anything to cook either. This is ruined, yeah. I might eat this when I sleep next with full health. A lot of torches. Some are rubbish. Let's harvest a couple of rubbish ones. I think I need to put another piece of coal on here or something because... 15 though, that's not so bad. Right, while we warm up, let's take a moment here. Oh, the wind blew out again. Okay, we're gonna keep moving then. We're not in a good position here. We're gonna warm this up. Just keep moving because it's taking too long. There we are. We're gonna stay here as long as we can. Let's just reset them actually, in case I can stay a bit longer than I think. See if we can get all the way as warm as possible. And then we can go. While we wait, we can eat some cattails. And drink some water, but we don't want to be fully full of water. We're gonna have space to drink the tea as well. This gets rid of a little bit of weight. Not a lot, but a little bit. Maybe one more. I think that's it. I think we can actually not drink anymore. Okay, so these are hot now. It's still burning, so I would wait a little bit longer. Yeah, we're almost warm now. A little bit longer, and there we are, fully warm. Let's just light the torch. And just see what happens. I think it's too windy, but let's just take this and go. We can't just stay here. Let's go. Yeah, that didn't last at all, but we tried. Probably will use one tea. Because I really want my health to be at the top, or very close to the top, because with each new affliction we get, the more risk there is that it'll be the one that affects sleep. I do really want to grab as many resources as I can though, but I can't really afford to stop everywhere. Let's drink a tea. And I am going to grab these rose hips though, I do need those. I do want those because there's a tea. I know you can also use them for pies, but I'm not worried about that. England has done a pretty good job adding stuff to the game that allows you to get stuff through the trader that allows you to make pies, like peach pies and that sort of thing. The wind is straight in my face. This is the real challenge of doing an outer challenge like this. Like the wind will show up and you just get hit in the face by it. Your fire blows out. You're kind of forced to relocate to start another fire. You burn through resources really fast. And if you do purest outer lobe, which I said before, it's even harder, because on my version you're allowed to loot mines that you pass through. You're allowed to stay in indoor caves as long as it's a natural cave formation, like the ice caves here. You're allowed to go in, loot it, and even stay in there, which does make it easy because you do get natural shelter, even if it's you know, not as good as structure. So there are upsides to my version of it, but even so, you still burn through a ton of resources all the time. But Ashura Valley is a decent enough place in the late game if I get a bow and arrow. And I have good enough gear. There's no workbench here, but you can go... The nearest workbench from here would be the one in the farm in Milton, so it's not that far away. That's outdoors. And if I had good gear so that I could go out here and it's not terrible, then that's okay. Then you can survive here. If your clothing is good enough, you can kind of transition from one cave to another. You'll be fine, because there's a lot of caves to take refuge in here in Ashura Valley. But if you have very poor clothing and you're going to get cold before getting there, you will eventually just degrade too far. Should grab some more of these lichens actually. It looks like I'm going to get cold here. Do I have more? I'm going to drink one more tea. I won't drink any more. And then I think that will probably be sufficient to get me to the cave system to Milton without getting colder. If I do get cold, it will be only a little bit, which is fine. We will probably come back here. Because, like I said, the whole region is outdoors, so it's pretty suitable for this particular challenge. Which is great. But you kind of have to have a bow and arrow for it. Other good outdoor regions would be like Sundered Pass is okay. Forsaken Airfield is okay. There's not even that many. If you ignore the airport, there's quite a few caves here and there. It's more restricted. Oh, there's even more plants there, but oh well. I want to keep moving. A lot of regions are okay, but the best regions for this challenge to stay in, once you have the bow on that, is really a region that has a lot of outdoor caves, or a lot of caves rather, and a workbench somewhere. So if you think about, for example, Ashura Valley is good, although the workbench is not in this region. Then you have, for example, Sundered Pass is mostly outdoors. There are quite a few structures, but you don't need to go there. But they have there's an outdoor workbench. Technically 2 outdoor workbenches, because one is in a garage that's open, so I think we can permit going in there. I don't think you get cabin fever in that garage. Even if you do, it's, you know, it's hardly give it a wolf bonus. So I guess there's 2 workbenches there. Forsaken Airfield, I think there is 1 outdoor workbench. This is 2. It might be 2. Yeah, so the Island Cottage has 1. And there's another one. I'm just going to tank the rest of this, I think. They're cold anyway. The other one is in Forsaken Airfield itself in the garage, or like the hangar. There's a few outdoor ones there, so there's a few options.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Forlorn Muskeg, of course, has a workbench, but there's not that many caves in Forlorn Muskeg. In the south side, there's the farm, and the cave next to the farm, then the cave towards Bleak Inlet, the actual cave to Bleak Inlet, and then you have to go north, and there's a couple caves there. They're a bit more scattered around, but it's possible to survive there for sure. Mountain Town has 1 outdoor workbench. Used to be 2. Well, only 1, and it's okay. Not that many caves, but it's okay. I wouldn't stay there, I don't think. Mystery Lake has no outdoor workbenches. But not even that many caves, so it's not that great either. Pleasant Valley, I don't think I have any outdoor workbenches either. Let's grab a couple of sticks, actually. Tin Wolf Mountain has 1 workbench, but it's indoors. Some people permit the use of the workbench in Tin Wolf Mountain, because when you approach the cabin, even though the cabin is off limits, because it counts as being indoors, it does give you cabin fever. You can actually reach the workbench in the mountain itself from the outside. So you are outside activating a workbench on the inside. Whether that's allowed is completely up to you, really. It's up to you, right? Ash Canyon has some caves, so that's actually an okay region to be in, and has an outdoor workbench as well in minus folly. So that one's okay, I guess. Blackrock is okay, actually. There's quite a lot of caves there.
Drop any of this gear.
And also Blackrock has a ton of outdoor workbenches, like a lot of them. So that's pretty good. There's like 4 or 5 of them. Like there's one in Bricklayer's Retreat, there's one in Cook's Farm, there's one in the substation, and there's one in the like derelict workshop thingy. And there's also one inside the prison. So there's 5 workbenches in Blackrock. They're all outdoors. So that's pretty good. Yeah. Coastal Highway is decent as well. A lot of... there's an outdoor workbench there too. And yeah, fishing and beachcombing. But there's no caves really there in Coastal Highway. That's one of the major issues with that region. Yeah, so we'll see where we end up making like a main base. For the moment it's Forlorn Muskeg, but I don't know if it's going to remain. We'll see. They're quite heavy still. Let's just warm up a little bit over here. The next place I could sleep would be the cave. I could go get the stim, by the way, as I'm here, but I'm not going to do that. Let's just douse this, and we can warm up a bit here. So let's just quickly check the journal here. So in Trapper's Cave, there's a birch, but I don't think we're going to go that way. Spencer's Farm has hammer, sewing, book firewood is fine. The Oluk Cave has crap, but this is what we really care about: the maple and birch. Didn't I pick up some birch? Did I? Yeah, there, yeah. So we have enough to make a bow and arrow here because we have guts as well. So we can make at least 3 arrows and the bow, which is good. So we want to head that way, I think is the idea. But we do need to warm up though first, so let's just do that first. Let's just actually, should we sleep? No, I don't think we should sleep. Maybe we should just pass a bit of time, warm up a bit. There we are. Okay, let's go. We can drink a little bit, so we're not as heavy. 9 kilos, so it's a bit. But let's just keep going.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
How cold is this? Minus 24. Next place to warm up would be, well, this cave that's right over here actually is the best bet. And then there's a workbench. Oh god, scared the life out of me. Buggy. Where did you come from? I'd start a fire then, because this wolf is going to be in my face. There's a cave right over here we're going to go into. I can't get rid of this wolf unless I use some lucky stone throws. We should be fine. I'm going to light the torch now, because it gives me a little bit of warmth, not a lot, but a little bit. And then I should be okay making a fire in this cave that's over here. We could sleep there, but I don't think that's necessary. I'm just going to make a fire in the back of this cave, get rid of the wolf, warm up a bit, and then keep going. A lot of wolves around here. Did the wolf give up? Yeah, it did, but then this one came instead. But here there's a cave that's very rarely used, because on regular interlope we just go to the trailer instead, which is just over there. But on outer challenges there's a cave we can use right here. And then from here, the next place will be the farm. There's a fire barrel there. And then some caves after that. So we've got quite a few options on our way to Forlorn Muskeg. We're here. If we go to the back of the cave here and start a little fire. There we are. I think the wolf actually gave up. There you go. Make a fire here.
Come on, little fire. That's a good one.
How cold is it? It's actually... I don't need coal for this, actually. We can just use this. And maybe a couple sticks. And we can also harvest this torch I'm carrying here. I'm carrying too much stuff. It's just because there's limited amount of stuff I even can carry, you know, so... Let's see if I can make some teas. No, I can't make teas. Water, I think I have water, but we're gonna make water anyway, but... let's... make these mushrooms, assuming rose hips rather. We can also, I don't think we're gonna need to drink any teas, but in case we do, let's just put these down here. Take the water, make the tea. Make the tea. And that should be about the same. So if I do this, and grab a torch, pick up these. I'm fully warm. Weather is okay. It's late afternoon. And now we should be okay traveling. And I can use one tea. And that should actually help a lot. It's 21. So we have a few places we could go here. We can't go to that office thing. By the picnic area, and we can't really go into Milton because Milton is too... I have to drink one tea here. So you can't really run. So running does almost nothing because of the joints. There's a few cars we can use. That's fine. But where we really should go here is the farm. So the farm has the outdoor workbench. I didn't leave anything behind it, did I? No. I smell a little bit also, I just realized, but that's okay. Is the cougar up actually? Yeah. But it's over there. It's kind of close to the farm, the cougar, which is a bit annoying. But well. Anyway, the farm has a fire barrel and a workbench. And you can sleep there. And then you can go down to Milton Basin and drink one tea. And in Milton Basin there's a few caves. There's one halfway down the rope. There's another one in the basin itself. There's two caves. And then you get to Forlorn Muskeg and there's a cave system. And then, yeah, you're good from there. Just checking if there's any cloth or anything. This is quickly while we're here. Check here. Nothing. I have to be careful here because I can walk into the cougar by accident here. And we don't want that. I might need to drop my gut, for example. Because it might be too attractive for the cougar. The cougar is kind of in the way, to be honest. I really hope this wind doesn't blow out the torch. I need a torch right here, I think. Okay, let's see here how we're doing. So I do have a little bit of a scent going on, but it's not the worst. Let's see if the cougar is about here. Or is it further up the top? Can't really hear it. It might be okay. I think the cougar might be up there. Yeah. Is that the cougar? It looks like a wolf, right? Where did he go? I'm not going to pick any of this stuff up because I don't want to risk it. Where did that... Did you see that? You can like crouch behind a little hill there. Oh, hello. That was a wolf, wasn't it? Yeah, there it is. Yeah, so the wolf got a rabbit. Okay, we're tanking a little bit of damage here, but we're fine. We're gonna light a fire. I don't know if we'll sleep here. I don't think so. I think we're just gonna warm up here. Wow, it's like the poor rabbits are getting butchered by all these wolves. Are you going for me? No. It's because of my gut that I'm carrying around. Can I cross it? Yep. Just go away, will you? Like, seriously, just go away. I have to get rid of the wolf here. Because the fire barrel will not work. The fire barrel is not a open fire source. So if I have this fire going, I can't get rid of the wolf, I don't think. Because, well, maybe this one has some kind of a fire coming out, actually. Maybe fire barrels work, but I don't think they do. I think it was behind the wall there, but... Let's, a couple pieces of coal there. These cables are not really used for anything. Okay, nothing else really around here, I guess. Okay, I guess we can harvest this. I just really want to warm up here. Then I want to get to that cave that's down there. And that's it, really. There's nothing we can really cook. No. So we're just gonna wait there. We could maybe even sleep here for like an hour.
Feels like night is coming.
There we go. We're warm. I think we're just gonna go. And let's tell you what, actually, before we go, let's warm one tea in case I do need it. It's not going to be more than one, regardless. Leave the rest. We'll check all this later because I don't want to loot everything now while I'm going around and I'm heavy and stuff. I need to be in a position where I'm faster, I'm light, I can move faster, I have more resources, more heat resistance. So going around even looting smaller things, it takes too much time. The only things I will loot is things like this. That's kind of on the way, like this mushroom here. Then I can drink my one warm tea. And that will be it. Well, which one is hot? This one, I guess. Drink that. Yeah. And I think this should be sufficient to the next cave. But we can either sleep or go to the cave after. Wait, did I pick up? No, okay, well, I forgot to pick up my gut that's in there. Well, that's alright. Guts aren't that hard to find. I forgot to pick it up. Oops, we'll blame it on the void sickness, okay? We all have void sickness. We now know after episode 5. Let's blame it on that. Alright, so, grab this. And then we'll sleep either in this cave or the next cave, probably. And it's a carcass, but it's windy, and I'm just a bit worried that the wind is going to pick up and blow out the fire. Or gusts of wind will come and same thing, so... Oh, hello. Where did you come from? I feel like he was just standing there waiting for me to show up. Oh no, he was walking from here. Oh, I didn't even see him come from this direction. How funny. Okay, so there's a rope here, but we don't need the rope. We can just go down. We should be fine. And I will light another torch. There we go. Down we go. And wait, that's the wrong way. Oh, I'm committed now. That's not how I'm supposed to go. But we got it anyway. And down here we go. Try and be fast so we don't get sprains.
My fingers feel numb.
I was just too slow. Because there's a 10-second margin there where you can't actually get sprains. So yeah, whoops. Okay, hold on. What was that? It was a wrist, okay. So here's the cave, the first cave I was talking about. We can definitely warm up in here. And the question is whether we stay here or keep moving to the next cave. Up ahead, let's see here what we got. Should be some wood in here, very poor visibility. The back here are probably warm, yeah. We are warm back here. I barely see anything. I think it's because of the pain. Just light a fire here. No tinder, it's great. Slightly less stuff to carry. Like I said, from now we have a fire starting level 3, which is great. But fire starting level 5 is, oh, so good. Like, you'll never fail a fire, you'll do it twice as fast. It lasts a long time, which will be really good to have here. Okay, gosh, visibility is terrible. Maybe we could sleep here for a little bit. Because I don't know, I guess, unless I get to the Forlorn Muskeg cave, I have to make a fire here anyway. So, let's see. The pain goes away in 4 hours. This needs 2 hours. Let's start by harvesting this thing here. I don't know why I grabbed the spray can. We don't need that. Well, for now, our cave and bleak inlet's kind of like our base. Let's just make some water. Go from there. Might stay here, to be honest. We'll see. Wondering whether I should sleep for like an hour. Let's eat some of these cattails. There's more cattails to be found. I think I may sleep in like an hour and then go from there to maybe the next cave. To see. And that's good enough. Grab that. Yeah, take this out and let's pick this up. I think I'm going to sleep for like an hour in here. Okay. Pain will go away in 2 hours. Maybe one more to heal the sprain. I don't know. Let's see. I'm thinking maybe just leaving, to be honest. Because the weather is okay. I'm a bit tired in that, but it's not terrible. I didn't eat up any teas, but I can always run, you know. Wear myself out. So here, we're not going to take the rope down, of course. We're just going to go down. There's many ways you can do that. I'm going to go to the left here. So we get to a little easier path down here. I think it's even more left. It's even easier. The more left you go, the easier it becomes. There we go. Okay, I'm going to get cold doing this, which is a bit of a shame. I'm not going to use any fires. I think I'm just going to keep going. I should have heated up a tea there, though, just to have one tea, but... oh well, that is what it is. I'm just going to take a little bit of cold damage doing this. And then I'm going to go to this cave that's not that far. And we'll either sleep in that cave or we'll push forward into the indoor cave. That is the Forlorn Muskeg one. Gosh, visibility is so low. This is crazy. This is like the lowest visibility you could have, I think, other than a blizzard. Because it's heavy snow. Like heavy snow. And at nighttime as well, so you can barely see anything. I'm going to take a bit of cold damage here. I will stop in that cave though. But I want to go through here to see if I can pick up some birch.
Wait, I'm so cold. I'm warming up a bit.
Yeah, well, it's not a good sign. Birch tea would be great. There's usually a bit of birch here. Oh, it's really hard to see though, I must say. Really hard. Here's one. Once the final affliction sets in, I believe you can still make birch tea. It's just that it doesn't do anything. It's only really for calories and warming up, and that's it. Let's see if I can find at least one more, because then I can make a birch tea as well. But it's just so hard to see in this darkness. Not even one? Come on. Usually there's a few of them here. There's one. There's another one, I think. No? Okay. Alright, there's some more cattails here. We're going to wait with that. Let's head to this cave right away. We can grab the cattails on the way there, but not the rest. And we are losing some health here, but it's worth it just to progress. Like, we kind of need to get going to get the bow crafted, because once we have the bow, we can start crafting more clothing, which will help a lot with our survivability. We need to get a bear coat, or really 2 bear coats. We need to get the moose hide satchel. We need to get deer pants. You know. Oops. Oh, go on. Almost messed that up. And once we have that, you know, it'll be easy, because now, as you might remember, on Misery, the coldness of the world is different on an interloper, where you immediately, from day 1 to 3, the world gets colder. So that benefit you have that is an interloper, where you are marginally warmer in the beginning, is pretty much gone now on day 2. So ever since day 3, we've pretty much been at the coldest, which is why I'm out there, and sometimes it's minus 75. We also have, you know, diminished form and all that stuff, so we are very cold, but it's not going to get much colder, so, except for that affliction, the cold one. So every step I make towards getting a good, like bear coat or whatever, wolf bonus, will help in the long run. Allow me to travel a little bit further each time. Let's make a fire here. Here, for example. And I think I want to keep going rather than sleeping here, except I'm going to sleep for like an hour to warm up. Because I really want to get to the indoor area and sleep there. Okay, that's good. Let's put on 1 coal just to warm up a bit faster. And then I think I'm just going to sleep here for an hour. And that cured the pain in the wrist, which is good. And we are heavy, but I think I'm going to continue. Let's warm up a tea. I think 1 tea will suffice. I guess we can just heat them all up, but not what I had in mind. But probably check out this backpack over here, for example. There we are. Nothing in there. Anything else around here? I don't think so. Coal? No. Okay, we're just gonna go. Once this is heated up. So I want to keep moving, take advantage that the weather at least is kind of calm. And again, there's a lot of stuff we could loot at this more. Like there's a sapling here, for example. There's more. Oh god, this is not looking great. But we're not going far. We're really not going far. There's a load of cattails around here. There's more birch bark. There's a couple places I haven't looted. In every region I've been to so far, there's things I haven't picked up. It's just because, as you can see, I'm getting cold so fast that it just takes so long to move from one place to another. Like the best case scenario, as you've seen I've had a couple times, is when you're in the late afternoon and it's still and sunny. You know, clear day, late afternoon, and I'm carrying a torch. Then you get like -15 or something, and you can travel fairly far. Other than that situation, it's really cold. Like now it's -36, see? And I have warmth bonus of 12. If I get the best gear possible, more or less, if I can make double bear coat and some deerskin pants and what have you, I should be able to go up to 30 degrees warmth bonus. Let's say 25, because maintaining them will be harder with cloths. Say 25. There's still almost 15 degrees more than now, so I will be at, say, -20 rather than -36, let's say. And in the daytime, you would be close to 0 degrees if it's a perfect condition, which means you can travel a lot further, like a lot further. Okay, I might have to forgo this torch. That's okay, because I need one to start the next fire. We're almost there. See that? I'm not sure you can see it, but in front of me there's a fallen tree. People have often said that fallen trees are indicators in the long dark, and it's kind of true. When you see fallen trees, they often point towards somewhere that's important, or they symbolize something important. I don't think that's completely consistent, though. I think there are cases where the trees just are broken and there's nothing really to it, but often they do indicate something. So here, this is the exit to Forlorn Muskeg, which will lead us to the birch forest, which is Edge Marsh, which I always call Marsh Ridge. And there's birch there, but more importantly, we have the cave system of Forlorn Muskeg, which gives us an indoor warmth bonus, so we're going to sleep there. And think I'm going to just let the cold take me, as it were. I'm going to run a bit, though, as in, which does hardly anything. But it will drain me, so I can sleep longer, is the point here. So I'm going to get to this cave system. I'm going to sleep there for the night, recover as much as I can, and that's that, really. Pick up some birch bark in the morning, and we can sleep until about noon the next day, which is great, which means it'll be a little bit warmer outside as well. And then we will make our way to the forge.
Man, this pack is getting kind of heavy.
Well, not the forge, because that's where the workbench is. And we'll start making arrows and the bow, so that's going to be good. Then we have way more versatility in hand. Alright, I am going to light this torch, but I'm going to douse it once I get in. Yeah, so here's the birch forest of Forlorn Muskeg. Worth checking out tomorrow while we still have birch tea. Marsh Ridge. Marsh Ridge is the real name, and I keep calling it Edge Marsh. I got them muddled up, that's just classic. Okay, so we're going to go in here, and we're going to sleep in here for 10 hours. Just move. I'm just going to wear myself out a little bit so I can sleep 10 hours. Yeah, that's good enough. And then we do this. And I think we'll just douse this. We'll use this torch to light the next fire. Okay, let's also drop, but let's not forget it this time, the rabbit and the saplings. We need to pick those back up again. We're carrying a bunch of stuff we don't need, but we're going to store them in our little mini base. Okay, let's just fill up on this. If I had higher health, I think I would have eaten the dog food here. But if I do want to eat this dog food, I have to eat it before the final affliction, because the final... well, actually, it's not even the final affliction, it's one of the afflictions that ignores level 5 cooking. So level 5 cooking, you get immunity to food poisoning. But there is an affliction in Misery that basically increases your food poisoning chance, which means it supersedes it. It gives a base chance for every item and increases for ones you normally would give it. So you no longer become immune, which is also why you can't stack food and that sort of thing. So yeah, that is something to keep in mind. Okay, let's see for 10 hours here. All right, looking good. Okay, it's midday. Should be better now. And we left this. I'm gonna leave this to cure a bit longer, actually. And also, let's drop something that's heavy because sounds bugged again. Because we don't need to see the water. Okay, the reason I'm doing that is because the dress, yeah. It's because I'm gonna go back out there and I want to be lighter. I want to see if there is any birch bark. Oh, not a lot of visibility, but you can still check a little bit. My wife has started playing Overwatch in the background, so you might hear some of that. Let's see, there's also a little bit of loot over here. See if I can loot a few things without taking too much cold damage. There we go. There used to be a guaranteed stim here, but not anymore. Beans. Maple. I don't think I need to grab those maple just yet. I have to go back inside soon. There's a corpse around here, but we're not going to worry too much about that. Now looking for birch bark. One there. Another one there. And there. This is good. There's also often ptarmigans here, but we'll wait for that. Let's head back towards the cave so I don't lose too much health. We can always warm up and go back out again. Some more over there I wouldn't get to. Let's get back inside. Okay, it's clearing up a little bit, which is nice. But it is very, very cold. Let's see if we can get inside. Oh, the running is like almost non-existent, you know? Hey, I want to do is to get inside. Still running a little bit. And let's see. Okay, marginally. Let's see. Yeah, let's warm up here. I think we're gonna pass time again. Actually, we'll sleep for like an hour, I think. Okay, we're not quite full warmth. It's past time. Okay, let's go back out because I want to grab everything I can before heading out. I can warm up in the cave. Minus 18, that's pretty good. We should definitely move afterwards. Okay, a bit warmer. Got minus 24. I want to try and grab everything I can here before we head out. We go through the caves and then go from cave to cave. Actually, I need a ptarmigan if I can grab one. Because I don't have enough for the insulation layer. Let's see if I can grab one. Might be a bit hard, but we'll try. The incline is a little off. Let's see here. Let's try this guy maybe. One of these two. Come on, I don't want to take too much damage here. Sweet. Okay, we got it. Let's just very, very quickly see if there's anything else around here. There's some mushrooms over here, which I do want. And then we're going to head straight back to the cave. We'll leave the rest, I think. Oh. Don't take too much damage.
My fingers feel numb.
There's another one over there that I missed. I know on the way back, so let's quickly grab this one and we're going back inside. Then we'll harvest this inside probably. Just to get some warmth back. We'll leave the rest. Okay, so that's decent. We got some good stuff from that.
I've never felt so cold in my life.
Yeah, let's get back inside. Burning through fatigue doing this, but it's fine. Okay, let's go in. Okay. I think what we're going to do now is going to pick all this stuff up. Be heavy, of course.
I can drop any of this gear.
I'm going to drag it down to the other side of this cave, really heavy, where we can then warm up along the way, and we can either stop here for the night or we can keep going. Okay, I can kind of see, but I think I will light this in a second. I think there's a rope spawn in here, which we don't need, of course, but a rope anchor, which I think has the rope for now, permanently. That's the rope right there. Oh, look at that. Deer carcass and I'm indoors. I might have to take advantage of that, to be honest. The light shining down like that. This holy deer. Before I harvest it though, let me just check quickly here. Passageway. For coal. Yeah, some coal here. As you can see, we really need it, so. Over here is the other passageway, isn't it? Yeah, so we'll come back here later. So, I think I want to grab this deer, actually. Another deer hide, another gut, more food. We don't have anything to really lose by harvesting it. Let me just quickly look around here first. Because there could be more coal. Yep, there is more. Okay, let's grab this. It's actually, in case it takes a while, we might as well put this stuff down to cure. Okay, let's grab hide and guts. Not hide and guts, but the meat and guts first. And we'll cook the meat next fire we make. Right, I almost forgot about the ptarmigan. And then we'll grab the hide, which we can use our hands for. And seeing as we're in here doing this, we might as well house the ptarmigan too. There you go, their hide. Drop that too. And I think we're just going to house the ptarmigan now. Use the knife for the meat. And I'll probably make a fire on the way to the cave. Not right now, I don't think. And so let's grab the feathers. I don't know if we need all of them, to be honest. I think we only need one. Because the insulation. Then we can make that. See now if I drop the ptarmigan here. Yeah, no, we do want that. Oh, yeah, okay. Now, I have 5, so now I can actually make this. I just need some more cloth, which you can put in here, which would be really good actually. How long does that take to make? An hour. I need to break something down though if I want. I need more cloth basically. I don't have a lot of that. So I can't actually make it yet. I think it's quite likely we'll stay in here, but I'm just going to keep going for now, even though it's very heavy. I'm carrying a ton of stuff. Sorry. I don't want to keep moving. It sounds like the weather outside is decent, but I'm carrying so much stuff that I'm not sure how useful that is. Okay, so I use quite a bit of cloth to repair the Mackinac. I used 6 pieces of cloth for that, which was crazy. And then I used 1 to make bandages. In here there's some stuff. Coal, it seems. You can kind of make it out. It's a bit dark, but you can see.
Barely walk with this much gear.
I occasionally, not often, but occasionally I got questions from viewers saying my graphics look a little bit different. My colors are more muted and stuff. And that's just because my gamma and brightness is a little bit higher than it should be. That's because of scenes like this, where in the past a lot of people would say that they can't see what's happening. And as a result, the brightness has been increased. Because also when you upload a video to YouTube, they also compress it, which loses some of the color and light, so it's even darker. So as a result, I boosted all this stuff. But I do like, where possible, I like to use a light source, so you can actually clearly see rather than just have a dark screen like that. So generally speaking, I try to always have a light, but it depends. Here also I'm conserving the light a little bit. Okay, I have to think out what to do because I'm not that tired. If the weather outside is okay, I could continue to the next cave. But it's not great. I'm also carrying so much stuff. There's so much coal, you know. I could come back for the coal, of course, but you do kind of need it, to be honest. We need to do some crafting as well, so we need wood regardless. Okay, let's get up here to... This is the exit up here. Running low on oil here, but... Can't do anything about that until we find some fish oil or do some actual fishing. Okay. I think it's around this corner there, yeah. Okay, before we head out, let's do some inventory. And then let's decide what to do. So for one thing, I need to eat, obviously. I'm carrying so much stuff. And I also smell. This, I don't think I'll be using. I might drop this here, to be honest. I will get food poisoning eating this. Animal fat, we do not need that. I'm going to drop this. Then I'm carrying a hammer, which I don't need now, of course, but I do need later. Ton of coal, like a kilo of coal. But, sorry, 10 kilos of coal. But we do need that. I don't know if there's anything to really dump as such. Actually, we don't really need a spray can. We can just leave it here. Not a big thing, but it's something. And let's eat. Let's, should I eat this? Yeah, let's eat this. No, actually, wait. I haven't cooked it. Let's eat a bunch of cattails. Not going to help a lot, but it's something. And I will smell now going out because I have guts and also, well, a gut rather. And these ptarmigans. Meat rather, and that's going to attract wolves. But I can cook that next fire, so I'm not going to smell that much. It's just that I'm so slow because I'm carrying so much stuff. Which isn't great. Let's do this at least. Okay, so 15 kilos over, which is not great. Yeah, that's a lot. Let's see how we move when we go out here now. Let's see.
I am not going to be able to carry this load for much longer.
Minus 32. Wind isn't great. We're actually moving at okay speed. I'm wondering if I should just make a fire on the way to this cave I'm talking about. And then we can cook the meat. Got the wind against me, but the cave isn't that far. Let's grab a couple of cattails there too. Scurvy isn't an issue, as you can guess, because we're eating so many cattails. I would like, if possible, to not make a fire yet, because there is sometimes a deer carcass up here. I just want to see if that's the case. This isn't looking too great, though. There's a deer. I don't know if there is a deer carcass here, but we can light a fire up here anyway. I think behind this, we can just do it here, to be honest, behind this tree. Right here.
I can't feel my feet.
Don't really like using a match for this, but I think I gotta keep going. I get a little cold, but it's fine. Because the longer you stay, especially, I'm heavy regardless, so if I stay, I'm still gonna be heavy, you know? I just want to keep moving. When we get back to the Bleak Inlet Cave, which is kind of like a dumping ground, then things can be a bit easier. Let's get a new torch. Like a good one, I mean. That's good enough. Okay, so let's see. Let's start by cooking this stuff. Okay, now I don't smell at least. Let's also craft the birch bark. Okay, warmed up, which is good. I think we can cook this now, eat this now rather. And then we can cook the that one. Eat this one too. And let's make some birch tea, because that we do need. My water is okay. There's a map. Why not? If we're in dire straits, we'll just go back to that cave. So birch bark tea is great. Let's just keep making that. Make a mushroom. Let's warm up some teas too, because now is when you want to use these teas. The birch bark tea does not give a lot of warmth. So you really want these other ones there. But you can obviously use them too. Alright, let's keep going. Okay, let's do these two teas. Let's also cook this pork and beans. Oops, okay, well, I wasn't going to put it there, but that's fine. 13 minutes, 9 minutes, yeah, okay. Let's do one more of this. And I think we gotta go. I don't know if this wind is going to blow out this torch or what, but we'll see. One more. Let's grab it, get a better one. They're all terrible. Good. Okay, let's take this. The wind in our backs now, which is nice. Let's see if this torch holds. It might hold. And it's cold, but not like ridiculously cold. Minus 34. Let's drink a tea in just a minute. I'm stinky though, but not that stinky because I've already cooked the meat. So it's only really the gut that smells, really. I think we can travel fairly far with this. There's something over there. No. Ahead there's a couple crates. Let's see here. Filled with radio stuff. Laptop. Oops. Can't open it. That's cool. Don't really need it, but okay. So we don't smell this as much now. So let's just keep moving, seeing as the weather is forgivable at the moment. I think we'll drink one of the coffees too, just to not be slowed down that much. Down here we go. Yeah, the wind in our backs also, which is great. Let's drink one of the coffees, the acorn coffee. Yeah, didn't warm up very much, but it did. And also we got some fatigue back, so we don't have a penalty anymore for carry capacity. So this is good. There is a wolf. There he is, all the way up there, huh? Yeah, we've gone that way, maybe once. Just keep going. Good way to scare off the wolf. Yeah, so the cave I'm talking about is further up ahead. Kind of like across from here. This ice should be safe to walk on. There's a lot of mushrooms around here, but... Okay, let's just minimize damage and drink one of these teas. Good. We do need to grab a new torch. And we'll either stay the night here or we'll continue once we warmed up a bit. This wind is a little annoying, but it's good in the sense that it's in our backs. From here though, the next cave really is the cave we're heading to. So I don't know if that's worth doing right now. It's just like if I get caught in it, you know. It's not great. Let's drink a birch bark. Oops, I wanted to drink a hot one. Okay, well, whatever. Because they're still conditioned.
Starting to feel numb.
Okay, here the cave I'm talking about is up here. Let's make a fire in here and then decide what to do. We do have a lot of coal, so we can easily stay here for the night, but I kind of want to save coal for crafting as well. But it will take a few hours. Let's get in here.
Do I, if I don't warm up soon?
It's such a gate, so different. You can't go indoors, you know, except for the caves. Yeah, we're actually warm back here, which is nice. Let's make a fire. And then we can decide what to do.
Come on, little fire.
Come on, little fire. At the moment, I'm tempted to just keep going.
Oh, yeah. That's a good one.
Okay, put piece of coal on here, and let's make some water, 1 liter, and then let's make some more teas as well. Yeah. Let's prepare some more. Let's just keep doing that, really. For now, anyway. Okay, now it's a blizzard, so I think now fate has decided for us. I think we're gonna stay here then for the time being. Let's get this to be boiled. I think I'm gonna put this and then this and sleep for an hour. Okay. I think that's enough water for now. Let's actually stay here for the time being. Yeah. Okay, I think we just have to stay here. Let's just put some fuel on here. I think we'll just sleep. It'll be 6 hours, but it's fine. It looks like the blizzard ended. We have a clear night now. I'm gonna warm this up.
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
Then I'm gonna go. Because we're fully rested. It's gonna be cold out there. That's true, but that doesn't matter. No. Let's pick up all of these. We can eat this ptarmigan that's cooked. Then it's a little bit less stink. Not a lot, but something. And grab a good torch. Maybe even one more. And now it's not as heavy, which is good. Let's grab another torch. I think 2 more torches. Okay, that's a good one. And now 1 more. Oh. Good enough. Alright, let's go. We smell, but not that much. Let's just keep going, because dawn is coming. It's going to be very cold. I'll see, it's going to be cold. But it's still. And clear. So let's take advantage of that and go. We're going to take... What was that? Is that the bear? You hear that? It's a moose. Great. Now what is what is that, you know? We gotta scare this moose off. This is the next long journey we're going to make for a little while, so... I know one of these, which is a bit annoying, but... There you go. I didn't expect that. The moose to be right there. We'll use the tees as far as we can. Go from there. It didn't quite sound like a bear, and I was like, but is that the bear? It's a moose. At least I don't know where to go to find a moose now in this region. Let's just keep going here. Travel as far as we can. I'm gonna more or less hug the left wall. We'll use some teas until I feel like I used enough, and then I'll light a fire instead. So here, let's drink a tea.
We're getting cold.
Yeah, getting cold, but we're managing. The deer carcass here, so one option is actually to make a fire here. Just harvest this. I kind of wasted a tea if that's the case, but the worst idea. We could maybe do that. Yeah, I might do that. So it's a natural sort of breaking point. Breaking point? Take a break point. So we can just do that here. Some more feathers, that's good. Let's make a fire here. And we can drop where we carry that smells. And we can get a little bit more food. Another hide, another gut. Come on, little fire. Come on.
Come on, little fire.
Come on, little fire. If you don't succeed this next attempt, I have to use accelerant. Come on. Come on. There we go. I got cold there, but that's okay.
Wait. Perfect.
Need 3 pieces of coal for this. Stone, grab that. Water's okay, we're gonna make water, we might leave it. Actually, let's take that. Do this. Alright, let's grab the meat and the guts. Wait. There we are. Meat and guts with a knife. Warming up. You did, Astrid. You did survive another night. The path we can use to make cooking oil, but we're not going to do that right now. Got this hide too, and let's keep going. It's more, you know, gear you can make. Alright, good. Let's warm up our teas. Again. Can drop them like with the inventory, but they often some of them will miss. Oops, no, that wasn't what I had in mind, but okay, let's try and eat this. Okay, it's full stomach with a little piece left. Not a lot, but it's something. How much can I, to make animal fat, sorry, cooking, how much do I need? 1 kilo animal fat. Okay. Broth, yeah. I can make broth later. Let's get a good torch. That's a decent torch. Take the feather. This feather too. And I think we can just go now. An argument is to leave these things somehow, or sometimes. I'm going to leave the fat. Leave the deer carcasses because they are feather farms, so you can return to them later and they will have you know, feathers around them. And this sort of challenge, so I'm just going to grab the ones I can. Okay, we do have 2 stink lines now, so we will attract wolves. So that's a little bit concerning, but we don't have that far to go. Once we get to the cave, which is kind of like our storage area, although I probably will switch to the farm. You know, then we can travel a bit lighter. Once I have the bow, it'll be easier. We need to get more saplings, though, is the only thing. Sound like the bear was in front of me. Am I wrong? I'm wrong. Good. Yeah, I lost track of my warmth because I was not paying attention. But that's okay. But there is a bear route here, so I have to be careful. Bear can wander over here. So I have to be a bit careful here. Crows. I do wish they fixed the light effect. You see the torch now when I move around, it creates these like golden lines in the distance. Especially when you light a torch or a fire. I'm not sure what that's about exactly. It's something very small, but it's noticeable, you know. I'm gonna keep going for now. I don't think there is a cave until the one we're going to. Let's keep drinking and walking and lighting fires and just keep it up. We've been on a bit of a journey. Oops. We're getting there. We're close to full health, so I can use my... I can get a little cold there. But I don't want to be doing too much of it. Sometimes there's wolves up here. That also to be careful about. It is punishing, I must say, that you can't sprint. I mean, you can, but it doesn't really do much. So you basically, you're no longer allowed to sprint, basically. And it is quite penalizing.
I hate being cold, because I really do.
Let's drink one of these. Maybe we're doing one more, but then I think we'll stop. Let's see if the snow shelter is here. I can't remember if the snow shelter is here. Let's find out. I think it is, yeah. There it is. Unless it's broken down. That's possible. But we're not getting cold in real life because I got a bit of a runny nose suddenly. Well, no sign of the bear. Well, that's good.
I can't feel my hands.
We're doing quite well now. Don't have that far to go either, which is great. So this is looking good. And let's see if we can go into this snow shelter here, or if that's destroyed. I need to make a fire anyway. I get a little cold now. Let's make a fire right here.
Damn, I'm freezing.
Let's make a fire. Put a couple of coal on there, and we'll see. I have too much water probably as well, but it's just, you always need water. Okay. 2 pieces of coal. It's fine. Can I still use this? It's ruined, okay. But I can dismantle it. I get nothing, really? That's a shame. Oh, I might as well dismantle it, though. Got nothing. Shame. Look, there's the wolves right there. Mapping the odd little thing here and there. Let's see, there's venison. And guts, which is what smells, but... Water is pretty high. Do I have anything I can cook other than that? I don't think so. Can I make anything? Yeah, I can make mushrooms. Let's actually make a small one of these. We have both mushrooms. We'll cook them too. And then we'll go. And that one, and that one. Put our teas down. Not that many now. Let's see if I can manage to use only a couple to get to the cave. Oh, nice clear day. That's great. That's very good. Let's just grab a good torch. That's a good torch. What's my weight? Acceptable. Really wish I had more cloth. Could always go beachcombing. Alright, let's just grab this stuff. There you go. Let's go. Now, now let's go. For a second there, it looked like there were moose markings here. But it's not. It's just that the sun is hitting it. Hitting the trees. There comes the wolfies. It's actually a really nice lighting effect, I gotta be honest. Looks great. There we are. Remember, by the way, I don't always repeat this. Remember that the torch only temporarily keeps the wolf at bay. So I explained how the torch trick works in a billion videos. If you're watching this and gotten this far, you probably have figured it out by now. That was a little scary there. Oh, there's a lot of wolves. A lot of wolves. Anyway, conversation to be continued. Alright, so... when you drop the torch, it will stop a charge from the wolf. Keeps him at bay. But it only works for about 5 seconds. And then the wolf will charge anyway. And it's a detail a lot of people forget. So sometimes they take too long and then they get charged by the wolf. And people say, oh, the torch trick doesn't work. You know, it doesn't work. Yeah, it does. It's just you only have about 5 seconds to do anything about it. Which is plenty of time to drop the torch and select a stone. Or even go on the radial and pick a weapon. You'll be fine. There's plenty of time. But eventually the wolf will charge. That will not happen if you have a campfire or a flare. Because a flare is the same as a campfire, just mobile. If you have that instead, the wolf will never attack you. It will just stand there idle, pretty much. Okay, I don't think this will break. Got all these wolves after me. I think I can walk here without the ice breaking. Just make sure, let's grab this. Can I walk here? Good. I think I'll drink one more tea, maybe, because almost there. I think that'll be enough. And then we can leave the stuff to cure and it won't smell anymore.
Jesus, this is cold.
It is cold. Drink one more. I think this will be the last tea. There we go. There we go. I think we'll get there now without getting cold. Alright, so this is great. So now when we get in this cave, we can basically do like an inventory. And we can drop things that smell, needs curing, things we don't need to carry around. We could take some stuff to Spencer's farm and have that as like a makeshift base, but in terms of what's a good base to store stuff in, I guess there's not that many options. There's that one, I guess. There's Spencer's. Booker has a place. Bleak Inlet has the fishing hut, I guess. You gotta think of outdoor places. There's not that many of those that has storage as well. There's some. The farm, for example. I think I probably want to make a base that's near fishing. So like the main base is probably best to be something like Coastal Highway, because you can also go fishing there very easily, which will be very good.
My fingers feel numb.
I think I might be able to outwalk this dog, as it were. And then we'll be good. Looks like I'm going to be a little bit cold, but that's okay. Alright, so let's head in here and grab our stuff, and then we can start forging. Probably take advantage of the weather, to be honest. Okay, looks like it's been a long journey, I must say, a long journey. Just to get the bedroll and come back. But at least these things have been curing in the meantime. Hi, Wolfie. I'm gonna go in here now. And here we go. Ta-da.
I wonder if I can drop any of this gear.
Yeah, for sure. Let's go further in where we have our stuff. Alright, so we made it to our makeshift base all the way back here. It's been a heck of a journey. But we made it back here. Let's see if Larry's in. Larry, you in? No, Larry's not in. Okay, let's just keep this fire going though. I might step back out there. There we go. Alright, so it should be up here, I believe, anyway. Any other workbenches? Like, I could go to... Bleak Inlet has work... Only... Bleak Inlet's actually kind of strange. There's only one workbench. And it's in the cannery, which is crazy. I don't know. Can't do that. Coal respawn? Yeah, I think the coal has respawned here. So let's have a look at that. Oh, I just didn't pick this up. Let's grab that. Okay, let's go to our little bed. Let's see what's what. Should be over here. Made it all the way back. I wonder how far we traveled actually just to do all that stuff. There we are. Right, so first let's also drop some things that we're now curing. So we're curing these birch ones. That's 3 birch and 2 maple. We're curing 2 deer hides. And we're curing 1 rabbit hide. And 4 guts. There we are. I'll take all of this stuff. Scrap metal, I guess, can stay here. We don't really need. Then we have all our arrowheads. The rabbit pelts. I think we need 3. We need more of those anyway. So. There we are. Now we have that. And to craft, we can't do it now anyway, but for the rabbit gloves, I think it would be... We need 4, so we need 1 more, and we need more guts as well. So we don't have that. And we have 2 of these, but I think we need 3 for that. No, we need 2 for the boots, 3 for those. We probably want to make both. Okay. So now we have a bit more stuff. Let's light another torch so this doesn't burn out. And let's make a note here that in here we're leaving 2 maple and 3 birch, 4 guts, 3 of those. The can does not matter. I mean, it doesn't matter. We can just leave some stuff in here that we're not going to need, so we don't need... We could leave some matches, but I'm not going to do that. We can leave a little bit of water, like 2 liters of water, for example. We can leave some a lot of the cans. You never know. Oops, if you need them for noisemakers or something. We can leave 2 hacksaws. You don't actually need a can opener either. 2 hacksaws. 1 hammer. Lots of cans. Because we don't need the...
I'm not sure I can carry much more.
We don't need the second hammer. Okay, so now that's lighter. We need to take the tools with us. They should stay at the workbench. I guess that's actually... It was still too heavy, but that's mostly because of the coal, really. Yeah. It's mostly that. We got food. Now we have enough to make only 3 arrows, regrettably. How far along are these? Well, by the time I made the bow, I can come back here. And I can probably make some more arrows. 3 is okay, but I really want more than 3. 3 might not be enough to kill the moose, for example. We'll kill a bear, but not necessarily a moose. Okay, this looks good. I wish I was even a little bit lighter, but it is what it is. Okay, so that's good. Oh, we left some water here too. Let's put a note for that too. 2 liters of water. Alright, so that's something. Now I think we just go and craft. So now we can craft the 3 arrows. Carrying too many arrowheads, but they don't really weigh anything. It's a shame I only got 1 birch, because that's really low. But we can make more afterwards. We can always migrate to a different area. For example, wherever really, Bleak Inlet maybe even. Not Bleak Inlet, because it needs a workbench, but like... Coastal Highway, for example. Or something. We can see. Oops. Indoor cave system is best, because then I can just go there and sleep. Okay, here we are. Okay, it's nice to be able to move a bit, so now we're only 3 kilos over rather than 15, which is a big relief. And after we've crafted this stuff, it'll also be a bit less. I'm actually carrying 2 maple, aren't I? Yeah, we don't need to do that. Come to think of it. But that's okay, we can leave it at the workbench, for example. Okay. Let's just quickly go out, check out the weather, and go back in again. Alright, looking good. Back in we go. Alright, survivors, the reason I went back in is just to save it, because I'm going to leave you here for OuterMisery 4. I might make a part 5, seeing we're so close to crafting, before I do anything else. But after part 5, we'll probably have a little break from this series, so I can do other things. But it has been great to return to this. We are on day 15, which is great. Not long until the next affliction, though. That's right around the corner. But this has been fun. We're recovering health. I would like to try and get to max health and try and maintain it there. It's not really an issue until you get to the last level, but you want to keep it as close as possible to max level. But yeah, that was great. A bit of a journey. Let's actually check quickly before we left. How long have we traveled? 63 kilometers. Really long. Yeah. 14 days survived. And remember, this 70 here is incorrect. That's from a playtest build. 50 something, I think it's 58 or something is the real one. Okay, but with that said, I think I'll say thank you for watching, and I'll see you next time, survivors. Bye bye.